Conditions have changed over the last 20 years. There are a number of things that we've seen. The one that we talk about all the time is data explosion. But what's interesting is there are other aspects that have continued to develop. In some ways, the hard drive continues to regress. In some ways, the network has materially changed.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about how that impacts the architecture.
So the first thing that led us here is the actual problem, the fact that the old stuff isn't working anymore. Data has changed in a way that we now need fast access to very large data sets and very large pieces of data, whether it's images or video, that computers can now analyze and gain insight from. And at the same time, we've seen the underlying technologies shift to a place where we can build a new type of architecture on top of them. Those technologies include NVMe over Fabrics, which allows us to access remote SSDs as if they were direct attached. It includes storage class memory, which is a persistent form of very fast memory that can be used as a write buffer and as a metadata store on the other side of the network. Things like containers that allows us to scale pretty much in an infinite manner and have stateless containers with all of the state on the other side of this NVMe fabric. These are things that did not exist when we started, and we could not have developed disaggregated shared everything without them.
Well, I think that's a really critical point here, because we're talking about a sea change of next generation applications ushered in by this idea of machine intelligence. The having to harness that in context of the data growth really creates an inflection point. And so is that inflection point something that was in your mind as you started to architect DAYS, the disaggregated shared everything, and talk a little bit about how customers should shift their thinking in the way that they treat their data and consider their data in this share everything architecture?
Yeah, it all starts with customers and their requirements. And what they've been seeing over the last few years is that data is turning from a cost center into a profit center. They had to keep it before for regulatory purposes, but now they can actually make use of it. And then when they come to try and make use of it, they realize that, wait, they can't, because it's all on legacy NAS. And so it's not really accessible. What they really want is a single system that is faster than what they had before as the fastest, and as affordable as what they had before as the most affordable.